In today's video, I'm comparing the two generations of Canon's G7X cameras, Mark I and Mark II. I own the G7X Mark II, but the last couple of days I've also had a chance to use the Mark I model. Here are clips from family videos that I filmed with these two cameras. There are two areas where I expected to see significant improvement from Mark I to Mark II, and that's in the autofocus and also in the low light performance. And that's because of the new image processor that the Mark II comes with. Here's a test in low light. Here's a test of the autofocus. Besides the image processor, here are the differences between the two models that stood out for me. In terms of the build, both cameras are almost the same size. Mark II is slightly bigger, but there are three things that I like about my Mark II. It's got this rubberized surface with this protrusion in front, and that makes this is where I can put my fingertips, and it just makes it easier to operate the camera. Also, the buttons here next to the LCD are bigger than on the Mark I, so I just found it much easier to find the record button, for example. And also the LCD points down up to 45 degrees down, so that makes it easier to frame when you have the camera above you. The Mark I doesn't allow you to do that, but both cameras of course allow you to flip the screen all the way up like this. Another point of differentiation between the two cameras is the menu system and how many options or settings you have. And I find that the Mark II has a menu that's better laid out, and it does have a few more options. The two options that I care about are the white balance and the picture profiles. So basically the Mark II gives you a little bit more control in those two areas. And so specifically with the white balance, Mark II allows you to pick the color temperature you want. You're not just limited to the presets like shade or sunny day. And in terms of the picture profiles, you can pick three different custom picture profiles, and you can have control over saturation, contrast, and such. So this is very similar to what you can do with the Canon DSLRs. Now, on the other hand, the Mark I is limited to just the white balance presets. And when it comes to the picture profile, you can just define one, but also it's more limited in terms of how you can set the contrast and saturation and the other settings. So I find that with the Mark II I have a bit more control over the camera. So the biggest change from Mark I to Mark II is the image processor. Now, having done these tests and looked at the results, to me it seems that there isn't much of an improvement in the image quality. So does that mean that spending the extra money to get the Mark II is not worth it. Well, I am happy that I've got the Mark II. Although the image quality hasn't improved significantly, I do appreciate the other improvements. So I really like that, it's easier. It's just the camera gives me a better grip, and that it's just easier to operate it because of the larger buttons, as I pointed out earlier, and also the extra little bit more of the control that the camera gives me, especially in the white balance. When it comes to the white balance and the picture profiles, I appreciate it. But to sum up, these are two very good cameras, and they both give very good and similar performance. And so you'll do well getting any one of the two models. They're good. They're great for use as a family home video camera, and also for vlogging, or for if you are a YouTube or online content producer, for many types of projects. This is a very suitable camera. I am very happy with the images that I'm getting out of this camera, and I appreciate the small form factor, but at the same time the control that I have over the camera. So the sun is setting on me, so it's time to wrap up. So thank you for watching, and if you want to get more details in terms of the specs and the exact differences between these two cameras, then follow the link in the description of the video. On our website we have more information. Cheers!